The destination where they're gonna stay for a few days on the trip finally come. The bus and cars behind stopped. Everyone got off from their vehicles to start taking pictures out of the villa while Jungkook and Ryan was still in Jungkook's SUV. She was peacefully sleeping on his lap after sitting there for hours, first in the bus, then in the car. She fell asleep as she felt no energy left in her body. Luckily, the music was loud and they were not went. Either the poor driver definitely gonna left his job. You are so beautiful, Van. Even if I want, I can't describe it in words. His voice like soft whispers as he grazed on her silky hairs with his fingers, not wanted to wake her up, and watched her the whole day. But a knock on his car window broke his chain of thoughts. He immediately pressed the button and the glass slid down, make the view clear to the other person. Come out. Are you guys planning to stay here? Don't worry about us. We will come when she woke up. Minji raised her brow in surprise and mouthed wow after hearing him, while Junk rolled his eyes. Poor Vine slept after feeling bored with you. Junk chuckled and looked at her with a smirk. We had a lot of fun. That's why she's sleeping, he said with satisfied grin made Minji's eyes widen in realization. She slowly slapped on Jungkook's shoulder. So shameless. She shook her head in disbelief and silently laughed right after she turned her back towards Jungkook and went inside the villa happily with her husband after holding his arm. Why she's so nosy? Now she will gonna tell this to everyone, Aish. He murmured. Just then, Vine slowly opened her eyes and quickly shut them in embarrassment after seeing Jungkook. Her cheeks turned red, remembering everything that happened while Jungkook chuckled looking at her. Are you shy now? You are looking quite obsessed with my lap, by the way. He teased, made her whine. You are so shameless, Jungkook, she said while hiding her face in her palms. Really? Think twice, sweetheart, or should I remind you? He whispered while smirking made Vine's heart drop. She let out a small cry due to butterflies while he laughed and took her in his embrace before kissing on her shoulder. Then he hugged her tightly and took her into the villa, then all the way to the room while carrying her securely in his arms. He helped her in getting showered and dry her hairs, while she only blushed, letting him do whatever he wants to, and felt lucky to have him as a husband. He showed her, he made her feel the true meaning of being loved just by his gestures. The way he was taking care of her comfort, he wins her heart. Oh, look who is here. When finally you got time for me, huh? I thought you forgot me. She teasingly said after seeing Van walking in her direction. While Minji was eating fruits, the plate was on her huge belly. Van giggled before sitting beside her. She will be in her room till now with Jungkook if his secretary doesn't call him and he excused himself. So she decided to take a look of the villa and there she found Minji in the living room. How it could be possible? You are my best friend forever. I was tired and I don't know what to say. She groaned frustratingly after she doesn't find words to say. Her mind was mashed up with the moments she spent with Jungkook in the car, the slow coming in her mind. She found herself lost every time when the mere flashback hit her. Don't say anything, it's all written on your pink face. By the way, did you guys plan something else? Means dinner or shopping or you can go for a movie. Vine shook her head while Minji stuffed a slice of apple in Vine's mouth. So boring, you should ask him. Now, where is that Vine who knows giving orders? Vine smiled softly and looked down. She don't know what happened to her suddenly, but she felt so calm. Maybe because she finally got what she wanted. It's not like she was looking for physical things only. They finally took a big step, and when the barrier removed, she started looking everything in different ways. She can read his mind just by seeing in his eyes. I think I need some time to digest everything. I will adjust accordingly. And Unni, thanks for the help. It was weird, but you were the one who bring me and Jungkook together. Minji laughed, throwing her head back on the couch. Oh, Mo, I know, right? I was also shocked when you two left the bus. Well, you are nervous and shy and experiencing new feelings, but when you get used to all that, pull out that bossy Van self, okay? I personally like that Van. Van giggled and nodded. I like this wine too, shy and all. She teased and kept teasing Van until other family members started to gather in the living room after resting and decided for barbecue night. It's so tasty. I want more. She whined like a kid when her chunk of grilled meat finished. I will get you more. Wait until try this too, he said, and with the help of his chopsticks, he served her some chicken wings from his own plate, made her heart swell up. Jung then went towards the barbecue place before setting the meats on the smoking grill, while one couldn't help but watch him grilling the meat for her so gracefully. His black sweatshirt and his sleeves that was stretched upwards, making the view even more breathtaking and pleasing for Vian's eyes. She was now feeling more hungry, not for the food, but her husband, who wasn't less than any delicious meal. One, come here with your plate. It's done. He called her, made her come out of her thoughts, and with red cheeks, she went to him. While praying, he didn't see her drooling over him. You have a right to openly stare at your husband. Don't be shy now, he slowly said, while Maya's heart dropped. She closed her eyes in embarrassment after getting caught red handed. Here, taste this, he said, bringing a chunk of meat near her mouth, after blowing on it, making sure it doesn't burn her mouth, while Maya nervously took the chunk in her mouth, not realizing she was holding her breath. So delicious, it smells in my mouth, she said with a surprised expression. The tenderness of meat made her forget everything while Jungkook chuckled, and again Mayan paused with her big eyes. When Jungkook wiped the corner of her lip with his thumb. Eat carefully, and if you don't mind, can I eat from your plate? Mine got dirty. He pointed towards his plate on the desk. As Mine nodded even after seeing extra plate on the table, she didn't deny it and share food with him that he almost fed her by his hands, not letting any chance to make her blush. Here is coffee and Unni, your soup. Don't catch a cold, she said, placing a bowl in front of Minji while everyone quickly picked their cups of coffee and thanked her with warm smiles. Jungkook, do you want coffee? She offered to Jungkook, who showed her his beer can as Van nodded and frowned while looking for a chair to herself. What happened dear? Nothing, mom. Just finding chair, she replied and heard Minji laughed. You can sit on Jungkook's lap, Van. I bet it's more comfortable than this chair. She said made everyone laugh while Van glared her with red cheeks. No need. We are already going for a walk, he suddenly said, standing beside Ryan as she looked at him confusedly, thinking when they planned for a walk, while he smiled and extended his hand that she held with her raging heart. Enjoy and don't trouble my son in law, Ryan's mother said from behind as Ryan looked at her in disbelief after turning her head back, while Mrs. June and Ryan's mother both giggled. You don't want to come here, right? She asked, made Jungkook to look at her before he sighed heavily and continued their walk. That's not true. I was all ready to spend time with you. That's why I couldn't deny for this trip knowing you will be happy coming here and enjoy with all family members. They both stepped down from the stair and now Jungkook was looking at Mayan, the golden warm lights casting a glow effect on both of them. You need to know you are my first priority and last too. It's not like I'm saying this after what happened in the car. I mean it, man, because our hearts already connected when we both got married and started living together. The moment you step inside my life, you become my everything, he said after holding her both hands in his, giving her a sense of relief and warmth. She felt so light hearing his first ever confession, her heart blooming with his love and affection towards her, and the way he said each and every word directly looking into her eyes. She lost herself in them and found her every doubt getting vanished. There was nothing left she could doubt on. Without her asking, he made sure he tell her how important and dearest she is to him. Come, sit here, he said before they both sat on the steps, and he placed a kiss on the back of her hand, made Vine smile shyly before she slowly leaned and rested her head on his chest, and without wasting any second, he wrapped his strong arm around her shoulder with a smile, providing her a sense of protection and warmth. Thank you for understanding me and making me feel so special, Jungkook. She smiled looking at him after leaning back as Jungkook kissed on her forehead before engulfing her in his arms again. Let's make this night even more special, he said as Maya looked at him confusedly while the smile didn't leave from her lips. How? Do you have some secret plans for tonight? She asked, wiggling her brow made him chuckle. It was a secret surprise, but not now. Look there, he said while pointing towards in the dark mid-one front, but the next second her heart gave a beat when he snapped his finger and lots of fairy lights turned on. One looked at him with wide eyes while he kissed on her cheek. When when did you get time to do all that? It's so beautiful, Jungkook. Her voice came out like a whisper, seeing the decoration, a bag covered with white curtains, surrounded with fairy lights and flowers, made her eyes twinkle in excitement and butterflies. I have my ways. After making you sleep, I planned this. Oh god, wait. Did everyone know about this? She asked with shocked expressions and waited for his answer as Jungkook nodded after a pause made Ryan's jaw drop. What? We are husband and wife. We should be on our honeymoon at this time. If they didn't plan this trip suddenly, I have to cancel my plans. Wait, what? Did you plan our honeymoon? Seriously, when? Why didn't you tell me this before? She asked in surprise while Jungkook pouted. It was a surprise, but anyways, now that we are here, just don't waste this opportunity. We will definitely going for a honeymoon after this trip. It's just a beginning, sweetheart. Let's make some love here and then on our honeymoon. He said with a smirk and laughed when mine hit on his hard chest. The days passed while enjoying every day in Jungkook made sure Wan remember all these moments the rest of her life so he make her every day special and finally family trip comes to its end. With that Jungkook and Wan went for their honeymoon right after the trip. Jungkook and Wan recently staying in Maldives after coming from four other countries. The villa was luxurious and had a private pool that beachside vibes Wan personally liked so much and decided to stay for a few more days before heading back to their country. It's been 2 months since they were enjoying their honeymoon trip country to country and now Wan started missing her house and her handmade food. It was early in the morning. Jungkook was sleeping peacefully shirtless, and when he moved his hand to embrace his wife, he couldn't find her beside him. Where are you, Ryan? He called out her name in his sleepy voice before leaning against the headboard, taking a moment to guess where she could have been disappeared in early morning. Now that they were living together like a perfect couple, sleeping in each other's arms, Jungkook became habitual of waking up after showering Ryan with lots of kisses and cuddles. But today, when he didn't find her on the bed, he became restless and got down from the bed in search of her. Aish, it's 6 in the morning, too early for swimming, babe. Come out quickly, let me see you in that small two-piece. He said still his voice was sleepy and hoarse. While Van laughed hearing him, she couldn't believe on his teasing even he was half asleep. He never missed a chance to tease her. You should jump in and join me if you are that much eager to see me in that, she said while smirking and turned her back towards Jungkook, knowing she provoked him enough. And the next moment, Jungkook jumped into the pool before coming out right in front of Ryan and pulled her closer. I think you are not in mood to sleep again, huh? I'm telling you, I won't be gentle if you continue like this. Ryan's heart skipped a bit and her cheeks turned red hearing him. Honeymoon. Have some shame. Now you are no longer only husband but going to be a father soon. She said while Jungkook didn't understand at first, so he tickled her like he do when Maya said him pervert or shameless, but then he felt a sudden jolt in his body that made him look at her without blinking. What did you just say? I didn't hear it, he said after gulping hard, as his sweat got dry, while one laughed softly before nodding her head, and a scream leapt from her mouth when he suddenly picked her up and fall on his back in the water with wine in happiness. Ryan found out about her pregnancy at middle of the night when Jungkook was sleeping. She took some pregnancy tests on the kids, and it come out positive that she couldn't get sleep all night in excitement. The moment cat filled with their laughter and giggles of happiness as they took another step towards their awaited happiness, the sign of their love growing inside Ryan's mom to making their bond more stronger than before and unbreakable.